This is ABC 7 News at 6.
Three Bangor police officers were justified when they shot a man last June. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Beth Jones. That is according to a deadly force report from the AG's office. Attorney General Aaron Fry says officers believed 58-year-old Brian Barnes of Bangor was about to use deadly force against them. The incident happened on June 27th when the Bangor Regional Communication Center got a call from Barnes' wife saying he had a gun and was suicidal. When officers arrived, they found Barnes in the driveway with a gun, yelling, quote, "It's either you or me," end quote. The report says the officers repeatedly told Barnes to put the gun down, but he went behind a tree and refused. The report says when he came out from behind the tree, he leveled the gun in the direction of the officers. All three officers fired in his direction and he fell to the ground. Barnes was taken to a local hospital to be treated. He later told detectives that on the day of the shooting, he was suicidal and had threatened the officers. The report also says Barnes admitted to pointing the gun at them. Meanwhile, two Belfast teenagers have been arrested and charged with arson in connection with a structure fire. According to the Department of Public Safety, Belfast police and fire were dispatched to 81 Patterson Hill Road in Belfast early this past Friday morning for a reported structure fire. When they arrived, the structure was fully involved. The Department of Public Safety says authorities located two individuals near the scene. They identified as 19-year-olds Isaac Cummins and Rowan Locke, both of Belfast. The State Fire Marshal's office investigated and determined the fire was intentionally set. Later that afternoon, Fire Marshal's office investigators charged the two 19-year-olds with arson. The Department of Public Safety says Cummings and Locke were both transported to the Somerset County Jail. They're being held on $10,000 cash bail. Well, today, a fire at Nickerson's septic service in Plymouth started with a septic fuel tank explosion next to a resident's home. Officials tell us one woman was trapped inside the building before being rescued by her daughter. Crews arrived to find the structure fully engulfed, calling a third alarm to bring in additional manpower from 10 departments total. One resident couldn't escape through the front door due to intense heat, but was helped out the back door again by her daughter before EMS arrived. The owner of Nickerson Septic Service, who was away working at the time, returned after getting a call mid-shift. The fire didn't impact his home, but by extension, it did affect his business.
I don't have a truck now to drive to pump septic tanks at the moment, so we're gonna have to get on the ball and try to get that going again. All my neighbors come and help put it out. That's the kind of neighbors I got, friends I got.
Firefighters say the flames came close to spreading to the house, but were knocked down while neighbors assisted by using an excavator to help move equipment. With the fire brought under control after a few hours, crews remain on scene for extensive overhaul. The cause is still under investigation. Well, switching gears now, Maine House Minority Leader and lobsterman Billy Bob Fockingham says the Maine Department of Labor is unfairly applying labor laws against him to target him politically. According to Fockingham, 2 summers ago, he took his son's best friend out lobstering with him and gave him $500 in compensation. Earlier this month, the Maine Department of Labor accused Fockingham of breaking child labor laws and fined him thousands of dollars. Fockingham has since said he will not pay the fines and has filed court documents against the Department of Labor.
This enforcement that they've used against me has serious ramifications for the entire industry. This is an industry that's been regulated for over 150 years. There's 5,000 licensed fishermen, and they applied standards to me that don't apply to the lobster industry.
Fockingham says the Maine Lobstermen's Association, New England Fishermen's Stewardship Association, and the Maine Lobstering Union leaders have all expressed support for him. Meanwhile, the Maine Online Data Privacy Act is one step closer to becoming law. Despite being strongly contested today, the Senate passed the bill following a second reading. Our Alex Schley tells us what still needs to happen before it reaches the governor's desk.
On Monday, the Maine Senate voted 18-16 to approve the second reading of the Online Data Privacy Act. If signed, the measure would establish strict user-centric standards focusing on minimizing data collection, protecting sensitive information, and giving consumers the right to legal action. While the bill aims to protect Mainers, it's drawing pushback from small businesses who say they rely on data to reach customers.
By severely limiting the data that underpins modern digital marketing, the bill would increase costs, reduce effectiveness, and make it harder for Maine businesses to reach customers and grow. At the same time, it would advantage out-of-state competitors who are less constrained. The result is clear and avoidable competitive disadvantage for Maine employers.
Still, more than half of the Senate believes the bill strikes a right balance for consumer privacy.
The main complaint, and the one we've heard on the floor here today and in the communication from the chamber, isn't any specific provision of this bill. It is simply the idea that this, quote, limits the data that underpins modern digital marketing. And you know what? That is the point of this bill. Basically, it would make it harder for big data brokers to know and keep and sell some of our most intensely personal information.
With only 2 senators, Baldacci and Hickman, crossing party lines.
They forced it through. It's sitting here in the Senate chamber, but will be going down the House.
Before the bill heads to the House for a final vote, the Verizon office will reprint it, incorporating all amendments into a single integrated document. Once finalized, it will return to both chambers before heading to the governor's desk. In Augusta, Alex Schley for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
If you are seeking to utilize Maine's paid family and medical leave system in the near future, applications are now open. Pre-applications for benefits starting on or after May 1st are now open on the Maine.gov website. Eligible workers can take up to 12 weeks of paid time off in a benefit year. Benefits will start May 1st, 2026. Paid family leave covers medical leave, parental leave, family care leave, military family leave, and safe leave as well. And right now, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the official signing ceremony for Maine Maritime Academy's newest training ship, the State of Maine. The ship officially arrived in Portland last weekend, which certainly was a long time coming for MMA and their community. Our Doug Banks is on scene at the festivities, so we do hope to hear more later on this evening, but that is most certainly a gorgeous sight to see. And again, a long time coming for Maine Maritime Academy. Alrighty, folks, let's pause now and take a first look at our forecast.
All right, Beth, thank you. Happy Monday. Old Time Redemption now offering a 10% bonus on your returnables and a monthly $100 drawing. Let's start here, and the advisories are posted. Not so much for tonight, for tomorrow evening into Wednesday morning. This is a winter weather advisory for sleet. Sleet's on the way for us tomorrow night with some rain and some light snow in there as well. Out there for us today, some sprinkles across the region, not a big deal at all. This will expand in coverage tonight, though, and throughout the day tomorrow. We have quite a system on the way. So again, out there now, just some cloud cover and sprinkles, but later on tonight and throughout the day tomorrow, there's more of this on the way, and there's more back behind that as well, too. After we did this today, 61 here in Bangor today, 56 Millinocket. So again, a nice temperature day today. Tomorrow, though, only 40s are back in the forecast for high temperatures tomorrow. So our forecast then for tonight, though, is increasing clouds out there. Some sprinkles or flurries can't be ruled out, with low temperatures in the upper 30s. Your full forecast is coming up. Beth?
Jeff, thank you so much. And just ahead, we have more of your local news.
Welcome to outdoor living. Welcome to Granville Stone and Hearth. Goodness knows we've been cooped up long enough. Make plans now to enjoy the outside of your home, too. Come to Granville and see, touch, and imagine what you can do in your backyard. Light a path, light a fire, grill a meal, sit a bit. It's all in stock. There's a staycation right outside your door with expert help from Granville, one of the largest outdoor living suppliers in Maine. Granville Stone and Hearth, Main Road, Holden.
This is the road where he grew up, where he came home. To the tide pulling back before it comes in strong. To the quiet pride of people whose days are long. To work that echoes but never seeks applause. To fishermen who are ever familiar with the dawn. To mill workers and nurses and teachers and loggers who ask for little but have received even less. This is Grand Plattner's Maine. This is Grand Plattner's Road, a winding path of service, of struggle, of courage, a commitment that greatness will not only define the past, dignity for workers, the freedom of joy for families at last. It is no longer just a whisper, but a voice with a demand.
It's Mainers first, in Maine, always. I'm Graham Plattner, and I approve this message.
When Maine winter bites, nothing matters more than keeping your family warm. The solution is simple, a high-efficiency heat pump installed by Valley Home Services. It's the quiet, reliable warmth you need all season long. At Valley Home, we're your elite Fujitsu air stage dealer, ensuring expert installation that delivers consistent comfort and maximizes your energy savings. And we make it easy to switch to efficiency heating and qualify for those valuable Efficiency Maine rebates. Stay perfectly warm without the high cost. For a warm, worry-free winter, trust the local experts. Valley Home Services. Winter warmth is waiting. Call us today.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Gas prices continued to rise, but at a slower pace than in the last few weeks. That's the silver lining in the latest Gas Buddy survey of more than 1,200 stations around the state. It found prices went up a little over 3 cents a gallon last week. The average price is now $3.82 a gallon. That's more than 92 cents a gallon higher than a month ago and 81 cents a gallon more than a year ago. Patrick DeHaan, head of petroleum analysis at Gas Buddy, says, quote, the situation remains volatile and unpredictable, but upward pressure on fuel prices is likely to persist as long as global oil supplies are constrained by disruption in the Strait. We're likely to see the national average for gasoline push beyond the $4 per gallon mark, while diesel could approach $6 per gallon and potentially set new records if conditions fail to improve, end quote. Well, in other news, Girl Scout cookies are a yearly treat that many of us look forward to, but for those overseas, they are much harder to get until now. Some local Girl Scouts went to the Holden Police Department with an idea on how to fix that. Pretty soon, the Maine Veterans Project and Maine Military Supply joined in to make it happen, and thanks to the partnership, 20 cases of Girl Scout cookies and thank you cards are heading to our troops serving overseas.
It makes sense. It's our people, and it's good for the community, and it's good to kind of get out and do something in a positive manner. And,
right.
And these girls here, you know, they're full of energy and are excited about doing it too. So why not support it?
It's wonderful. You know, the country has been so divided, and see people getting together, like have a good cause and helping people. It's also wonderful. It's a good example to the kids.
Right now, there is no definite word on when the cookies will touch down overseas, but we're pretty sure they'll be a welcome gift and probably be gone quickly as well. Well, still to come on ABC 7 News at 6, our Doug Banks is standing by live to highlight MMA's State of Maine ceremony. Stay with us.
Got old metal and junk cars? Turn that clutter into cash at Daddy and Daughters. We make recycling easy, fast, and fair. From Skowhegan to Dover Foxcroft, from Troy to Lee, you can trust our certified scales and friendly service, offering top prices for junk vehicles in Maine. Whether you drop off or we pick up, Daddy and Daughters covers central and eastern Maine. Come see us at one of our 4 locations and watch your scrap pay off. Daddy and Daughters turn scrap into cash.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Wow. Awesome. Cool.
Sweet. Nice. Hey! I like your dress.
You look pretty.
No, you look pretty.
No, you look pretty.
No, you.
Now, from the longest-lasting brand, you could get an affordable $179 a month lease on a fuel-sipping Corolla gas sedan with a total contract cost of $11,264.
Go from dreaming it to driving it today.
Toyota. Let's go places.
Jonathan Bush. He's a battle-tested trailblazer who's created over 900 jobs in Maine.
The jobs that Jonathan brought to Belfast were really transformative for so many families.
Now Bush wants to shake up Augusta. He'll slash wasteful spending and cut property and income taxes. A $1 billion tax cut for hardworking Mainers.
Jonathan is a big thinker with big ideas, but he actually makes them happen.
I'm Jonathan Bush. I look forward to earning your vote.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, And we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Welcome back in, folks, and happy spring sports season. Monday was the first day full teams could practice, marking the official start of spring athletics here in Maine. March 30th was the start date, with state championship weekend scheduled for June 20th for baseball, softball, and lacrosse. Monday afternoon was a busy one over at Brewer High School. Both their lacrosse and tennis teams taking advantage of the gorgeous day outside while they can, enjoying being back outside with their friends and teammates.
I'm so excited to be back outside. I feel like this is the first year that we've been outside for the first practice, so it's really exciting. And we have a pretty big team, so seeing like all the new freshmen coming in was really fun. Also returning players is cool.
Man, it's amazing. Beautiful day out. You know, it's 58 degrees out or something like that, but it's great. Got the boys back together. We're rolling. Got a couple of drills going on right now, but we're feeling good.
We all know with the wild card month of April, you don't take these nice days for granted. Well, folks, our Final Four is set. It'll be Michigan and Arizona in a heavyweight battle, and Illinois taking on UConn after an all-time March Madness moment on Sunday. In case you haven't seen it, let me paint the picture for you. Duke was dominating the game, up 19 at one point during the contest, but the Huskies didn't stop fighting. They clawed their way back in the second half, and with just 10 seconds left, this happened.
Try to cut and run through the ball, and who better than this guy? Get it into Boozer, back for Sarr, ahead, Boozer, that ball deflected and stolen by Mullins. Caravan, 2 seconds, Mullins tosses it up. Oh! It's good! With point 3, UConn goes in front. Utterly impossible.
I mean, just one of the greatest shots in March Madness history. When asked why he didn't call a timeout after UConn got possession of the ball, Dan Hurley said he decided to let March Madness do its thing. An all-timer. You'll see that on March Madness commercials forever. Well, last week we talked to Brewer native Matt Pouchard about making the St. Louis Cardinals opening day roster and how much of a dream come true that was for him. Well, over the weekend, the former Maine Black Bear made his MLB debut. The Cardinals were down 6-3 when they brought Pouchard onto the mound in the 8th inning. He allowed 3 runs on 3 hits. He got a batter to pop out to record his first out, but one of those 3 hits was a back-breaking blooper, which landed in shallow right field, allowing a run. Pouchard also recorded a strikeout and a walk in his inning of work. The Cardinals took the series 2-1 against the Tampa Bay Rays, and they begin a series with the Mets today on Monday. Great to see Pouchard making his MLB debut, no matter the score. That's all the time we have for sports. Here's your full 5-day forecast.
All right, thank you. Blazing Trails located in Lincoln. They're blazing the trails to holistic medicine, and we are talking weather out there for us today. And today, temperatures near 60 across the area will not be like this tomorrow. In fact, tomorrow we have some winter weather on the way and high temperatures in the 40s. This is a winter weather advisory kicks in for tomorrow evening into Wednesday morning, not for tonight, in anticipation of some snow and some sleet on the way for us tomorrow night into Wednesday morning. Out there for us today, they're looking at partly cloudy skies to mostly cloudy skies. There will be a couple flurries and light rain showers in the area tonight. Not a big deal. The bigger deal gets in here tomorrow. A system here across the Great Lakes bringing us some rain and likely some sleet in there tomorrow. And it's going to last pretty much through tomorrow into Wednesday and probably Thursday into Friday as well. We have a wet week ahead. Let's walk you through. So tonight, looking at increasing clouds out there this evening. Tomorrow morning, though, here we are. Snow, freezing rain, and rain developing across the area. It's about 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. And the snow, a couple bursts of heavier snow cannot be ruled out. We keep that going tomorrow night. Here's Wednesday, 3 o'clock or so in the morning, or 9 o'clock in the morning, looking at some snow, also some freezing drizzle and some rain. And then look at this, Wednesday night, same thing, a break in the action Thursday morning, followed by some more snow, freezing rain, and rain, changing to all rain pretty much on Friday afternoon. And then some more rain is back in the forecast for us on Saturday and likely lingering into Easter as well. So overall, a a wet week ahead with a combination of rain, freezing rain, sleet, and some snow. Again, more rain back in the forecast for us on Easter. So you can blame this guy, but overall, we have quite a system coming this week. Several rounds of rain, freezing rain, sleet, and snow. And you know, it does not take much freezing rain, making things very slippery around here. We'll likely get some of that and some sleet back in the action too, especially for Thursday into Friday. So our snowpack out there now, of course, down to 0 here in Bangor, but there's more as you go just north and west of the region. We'll likely add some sleet and some snow to this week into probably next week as well. After temperatures today hit 61 here in Bangor, 56 Millinocket, 50 Bar Harbor. Again, above average temperatures today, not so much tomorrow. Cooler temperatures are on the way. Summer across the plains right now, but meanwhile, the cold air typically wins. It's coming our direction for tomorrow. We'll have highs back in the 40s across the area tomorrow, and a gusty northwest wind across the area tomorrow after we had a southwest wind across the area for today. Our forecast then for tonight, there was increasing clouds, some drizzle tonight with low temperatures just above freezing tonight. For tomorrow, it begins to get messy, right? So scattered rain showers and sleet in there. Where there is sleet, it could be heavy sleet north and west of Bangor tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow evening, with high temperatures tomorrow near 40, a big cry from today, right? And then looking ahead, your 5-day forecast shows Wednesday, rain, freezing rain, sleet, and some snow. Thursday, more rain, freezing rain, sleet, and some snow. Friday, same story. Maybe a break on Saturday evening. Otherwise, a wet week ahead into the weekend.
Jeff, thank you so much, and there is still more to come after the break.
Roto-Rooter has served the greater Bangor area and beyond for 35 years, offering plumbing, hydrojetting, snaking, descaling, video inspection, and grease interceptor cleaning services. For all your residential and commercial clogs, call Roto-Rooter today, 990-1234.
And away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Lease a new 2026 Sportage LX front-wheel drive for $249 a month.
When I was 29, I was diagnosed with cancer. And I think part of research and advocating for more money for cancer research allows survivors to have more time. Senator Collins supports and advocates for more funding for cancer research so that people can have better treatments, they can have better outcomes, and therefore they can live better lives as cancer survivors. Thank you, Senator Collins. Continue fighting for our families.
Your morning cup of joe could be costing you more for the foreseeable future. Coffee sellers say a range of factors, including tariffs, extreme weather, and recently increased fuel and freight costs during the war with Iran, are contributing to rising coffee prices. Last year, President Trump put a 40% tariff on goods from Brazil, which produces more than a third of the world's coffee. Even though he later removed these tariffs in response to affordability concerns, many small roasters say the effects are still lingering. A report from the Wall Street Journal shows prices for some green coffee beans have risen 50% from 2024 to 25. Some coffee sellers have passed the higher costs on to consumers, while others have absorbed a large portion of the markups themselves. Well, a dog from Bangor named Pixie, needs your vote. This 2.5-year-old canine is in a nationwide contest known as the 2026 Pet Lovers' Choice Awards. It is the first ever fan-voted national awards competition celebrating America's dogs and cats. Think of it as the People's Choice Awards, but for pets. There are 15 different categories in the contest, and Pixie there is in the cutest dog category, and boy, do we understand why. The public can vote once a day for free or pay for more than one vote to help increase a pet's chances of winning their category. The winners and their owners will earn $10,000, the chance to travel to California for a red carpet event. Pixie would look amazing on the red carpet, and the opportunity to meet comedian and host Gabriel Fluffy Iglesias.
Anywhere that I could bring Pixie, if someone said, "Oh, your dog is so cute," I said, "Thank you." As a matter of fact, she's in a contest. So I just got votes anywhere I could. I've put them through the bank deposit at the teller window and through the drive-thru at the restaurant.
All right, it's an all-hands-on-deck situation to get Pixie the votes that she needs. And oh my goodness, isn't she adorable? Just look at her right there doing her tricks. She belongs on the red carpet, no doubt. Well, the 2026 Pet Lovers' Choice Awards benefits the Best Friends Animal Society, which promotes the no-kill shelter movement. People can vote online until Sunday, April 5th. We have a link to the contest on our website. Lisa says if Pixie wins, she plans to use the proceeds to build Pixie a fenced-in backyard. Got to keep the little girl safe. Alrighty, well, a handful of swimmers from the Bangor YMCA are trading in their fins for wings as they travel to Florida this week to compete in the Ithaca East Coast Elite Showcase swim meet. As our Jody Hertzie found out, it's a tough competition to qualify for, and one that these swimmers are excited to experience.
Hi, I'm Oliver Alley and I qualified for the 50 free.
I'm Olivia Argelben and I qualified for the 50 fly.
My name is Lauren Taylor and I qualified in the 50 freestyle.
My name is Malia Johnson and I qualified in the 50 breaststroke.
I'm Don Venziano. I qualified in the 50 free.
5 of the 120 swimmers that make up the Bangor YMCA Barracuda swim team are competing in Florida this week, while their 17-year-old teammate, Lola Cowing of Hamden Academy, will be racing at the same time in North Carolina at the YMCA Short Course Nationals competition.
Still can't even believe I made it, though, to be honest, because I've been trying for years, and this was the first year that I made it, so.
When Cowing was younger, she participated in the outdoor Florida meet twice and is happy to see her teammates get the chance as well.
This crew here has been the crew that's been putting in quite a bit of work. At swim, I can tell because I've seen them working for it, so it's good to see that they made it.
All 6 swimmers had to make certain cut times in order to qualify for these 2 competitions outside of Maine, something their coach says takes a lot of practice and determination.
I think it is a testament to the program, and then that we have the right environment for these kids to own their swimming and make of it what they want to.
Coach Sean Rich believes even more Barracuda swimmers will be able to experience these swimming opportunities in the years to come.
We're an extremely young team, and this is probably the first of probably many batches that we'll see qualify for these meets.
In Bangor, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Well, swimming is no doubt one of the most challenging sports, one of my favorite to watch. I definitely tune into the Olympics when the swimming competitions are part of it. And it's just wonderful to see a couple of kids from the Bangor Y program show out and show up and make it to that kind of a competition. Really great to see, and best of luck to them. And that is going to do it for us, folks. From everyone here at ABC 7 News, take care and have a great rest of your night. Join us over on Fox 22 News tonight at 6:30 for more local news, and of course that live report from Doug Banks at the MMA ship ceremony will bring that to you. Good night, everybody.
This week, the chaos at America's airports with a new plan to pay TSA officers
property.
No, she didn't pay the rest of the money. I'm not going to give her a car that she
you
didn't
had
pay
a
for.
Bum? Okay. When the car was repossessed, how much money was left owed on it, and who was the lender?
One payment and me.
Well, you weren't the lender. Who was the lender on the loan? You were the obligor. Who was the lender? What bank? What financial institution?
Easy Auto Shop.
And when had you purchased the car?
2016.
What month in 2016?
I don't recall, Your Honor.
You don't recall a lot. Okay. You were hard up for cash and you had a bum for a boyfriend. I don't know whether you're a bum too, but so far you owe her $3,441. We're done. Thank you.
Thank you.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
Judge Judy continues in a moment. And on the next Judge Judy.
My opinion's the only one that counts.
I told her the car wasn't paid off completely, so the amount that she gave me goes directly to the car.
I was not aware that she had a lien on the vehicle.
And as soon as it's paid off, she gets the car.
She was using the car for her disposal. She signed a contract.
Because in the agreement, it wasn't said that the car couldn't be driven.
She voided the contract. I feel like I won.
Because I didn't receive the full amount, so she didn't receive the car, and that's final.
You know, I don't really even want the vehicle. I just want the amount.
This is Fox 22 News Tonight.
A fire at Nickerson Septic Service in Plymouth started with a septic fuel tank explosion next to a resident's home. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Beth Jones. One woman was trapped inside the building before being rescued by her daughter. Crews arrived to find the structure fully engulfed, calling a third alarm to bring in additional manpower from 10 departments. One resident couldn't escape through the front door due to intense heat, but again was helped out the back door by her daughter before EMS personnel arrived. The owner of Nickerson Septic Service, who was away working at the time, returned after getting a call mid-shift. The fire didn't impact his residence, thankfully, but by extension, it did affect his business.
I don't have a truck now to drive to pump septic tanks at the moment, so we're gonna have to get on the ball and try to get that going again. All my neighbors come and help put it out. That's the kind of